you guys are here to address what happened at the battle with Math Hoffa. So, I'm going to take a step back and let you guys put it in your own words.
Yeah. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, before anything, I understand how this looks to the rest of the world, like, because they don't know what's going on behind the scenes, and they just see, like, especially the way it came out first on World Star, it's like a faraway punch. So it seems like I'm standing there and, like, ain't shit going on between us, and I just randomly take a shot at him, and you know what I'm saying, and just, like, as if, like, I was trying to, like, pull it off as a stunt or whatever. You got to keep in mind that there's the shit that leads up to it that causes all that, and people don't understand that. That's mainly what I want to talk about before, and then, I'll get into, like, basically exactly what happened during the fight. And so basically, like, me and Math, we were just at Total Slaughter. We were doing this shit back in January. We filmed it. A lot of people, they got this whole idea, like, if there was so much animosity, why me and Math never, why didn't we fight over there at the time? Mm-hmm. First of all, me and Math weren't, like, cool. We've always been on thin ice. It's never been, like, a real friendship like that. Like, I wanted to be friends with him, and you could tell, like, the first time, like, I hung out with Math when I was in New York, I even tweeted, people will see the shit, Like, I said, like, Math and Hollow are my favorite people. Me and Hollow's still cool as fuck. Like, one of the coolest people, even the homies, like, that's a real ass dude, Everybody got love for Hollow, So, like, it was kind of like that with Math, but it was always then came that crazy shit that he would always be doing, And, like, first started when, this goes back, look, I'm going to go back all the way to the Swave battle. This goes back 4 fucking years. So I went, and I got over it, but this is how much he's been fucking around, Like, when I first came to New York, Math, like, I didn't even know who Math was like that, like, I know him as a dude that punched fucking does, and everybody's like, he's the bully, and we was in Brooklyn when I battled Swave. And me and Hollow had some issues, and Math pressed me when I first came out there. Shit wasn't cool, Everybody was trying to keep it down. If it wasn't for Swave, and, like, Swave could attest to this too, like, if it wasn't for Swave, Math was planning on doing some shit to me, and we didn't even have problems. It was from shit with me and Hollow, Math was hitting Swave up like we should jump him when he comes out here and all this shit, and Swave was like, nah, y'all ain't gonna fuck up my battle. That's, like, y'all can't do that. Like, he's coming out here to battle me, he's good, So it started back then. Math was always trying shit. And then shit, like, like, slowly, like, was cool again and whatever, we didn't care. And then he would say shit on Twitter, like, I want to slap the shit out of you, bitch. And it was always shit like that. It was always a whack-ass interaction with him when I was always being cool with him, I was never coming at him like that, Like, so it was just, like, constant from him, like, egging me on, So then fast forward to the Total Slaughter shit. Even when I came to the Total Slaughter shit, I show up at the Total Slaughter shit, he's already, like, trying to do his stupid little math shit, yo, doggy, I'm a bully, doggy type of shit, like when we get to the house, but then he sees the homie Jag there, and he knows Cook, who's an OG out there, and, Math shits bricks when he hears names like that. Cortez knows who he is, When he showed up at the house, there was all, Cook is outside and all that shit, and talk to Cook and all that, Like, so Math wasn't gonna do no shit, period. And regardless, even if me and him had problems, we was so excited, we was getting put on, like, anybody that had problems at this point would have put that shit aside. Like, we was in a different zone anyways. He was still trying to do his little, I'm gonna come to the house and bully around shit. At one point, he even tried me in the crib. After he gets bodied, he gets mad as fuck, he gets killed. I come and I kill the whole house. They edited half the shit. I destroyed everyone in the house. Math quiet as a fucking church mouse in the back. After he just told me I want to rematch, he didn't even open his mouth. So I was, whatever, he's done anyways, He comes up to me after that and was like, yo, man, what's up with the rematch? I'm like, why didn't you just rap? Like, we just rap. Like, we'll do it some other time or some shit, He starts yanking my shirt. He's coming from behind me, he's drinking his little Hennessy and getting fucked up in the back. He starts yanking my shirt, like, come on, let's, and then he starts, like, really yanking my shirt, like, let's do the rematch. And I'm like, bam, I slap his hand off, And he looked at me and then he just laughed it off and walked away. Like, that was one of the, and then it was just cool, Then we started the whole, yo, I want to rematch shit. It started off like this. I was like, I quit battling. After the Pat Stay shit, I was like, I'm done with this shit. Math looked at it as, oh, right when I want a rematch, pussy wants to quit battling. So he starts telling my fans, this is how the battle came about. He starts telling my fans shit like, Fools are asking him, yo, why won't Diz battle you? He would say shit, pussy is running, pussy is ducking. You can find all these tweets from him. You know what I'm saying? So telling all my fans this shit, the pride in me as an MC was like, yo, this fool's sitting here telling people I'm scared to battle him. I just killed him in Brooklyn. Whatever, come to LA and I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He was at the time trying all this funny shit, trying to book it with Immortal Techniques League somewhere in New York. Like, oh, I want to do it over here, you know? You'll call Technique. Like, I don't know what the fuck he was trying to do. So anyways, we start setting up the battle, you know what I'm saying? And as we're talking, he's going back to the crazy shit. I'll kill you and all the shit in real life. He's telling me shit like he's talking to me directly, like not on some, haha, I'll kill you, Diz. Like telling me shit like I will kill you in real life and fuck you up and do this. I kept telling him, yo, watch your mouth, bro. Like, let's just keep it battle. And I'm still joking, you know what I'm saying? And telling him, you know what I'm saying? And it was all, you know, weird shit. So here we go. Leading up to the battle. Now there's like a month coming up to the battle. He's putting out blogs. He did the blog with you guys. Again, I talked to you on the phone. Mm-hmm. Vlad, I told you how mad I was about you, you know what I'm saying? And I respect you, you know what I'm saying? Because you listened to what I had to say. And I was mad because in part of the reason that, you know, that was kind of building this shit up was the interview that was had with Math about, you know, what would happen if Diz tried something. And he's like, you know, I'll drop him and his homies are gonna. So he's still doing that stupid shit. Like, not being sorry about punching Jones. All that shit is bullshit. Like, you know, I'm sorry, dogs. Like, he's not sorry. He's making verses saying, next battle, I'm gonna do a roundhouse. Doing all this shit, carrying it on his shoulders, saying he's still gonna slap motherfuckers, and laughing about it. And like, doing all this shit. So I'm getting heated watching this shit. Then he's doing all these Instagram things, drawing pictures. He's spending time out. Look how I look at it. Because I think like a predator, bro. So I'm thinking like, damn. This dude's drawing pictures of me with my tooth knocked out. Like he draws like instant, and he's taking time out, focusing. Like when someone's like visualizing and drawing this shit, like they really want to punch you, bro. And I'm thinking like, wait, this is Math. Like he's already socked Jones.
He's deeper than rap.
Right? And he's already socked Doze. He tells people I'm gonna sock you and he does it type of shit. Like, and he always
capable of.
Right, and he claimed I'm the realest in whatever I say I'm gonna do. He's already told me this shit. So I'm thinking, all right, he's really planning the shit probably. So I'm still on the fence. Now he's tweeting me shit like, yo, Diz, I'll knock you out in the middle of this battle too if you keep running your mouth, and maybe that'll get us more pay-per-view. Like, you know what? I should knock you out in this battle so we can fucking capitalize off it. Like open threatening me shit, like just right for people to see. So to me, that's serious, because if he's just telling me that on the side, I can feel like maybe he's fucking with me. But when he's putting it for the people to see, he's telling me like, I'm about my shit, I'm gonna say it and I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm already thinking, damn, he's probably really just gonna fucking come out to Cali and just say fuck it and do a battle for the last time and never even go back to King of the Dot, like just whatever, and just punch me, get paid and just fucking bounce. You know what I'm saying? So I'm already thinking shit's gonna pop off. So about a week before the battle, I'm thinking like, in this battle, a fight's gonna happen at some point. We get to the event. He shows up with this fucking dude, right? I don't even want to give this dude shine and say his name, but this fucking weird ass fucking kid from Connecticut that's with him, you know what I'm saying? And he shows up with him. This dude paid me money when I was in New York to do a verse for him. He paid me like $500 to do a verse for him. He gets all drunk and sloppy. You know what I'm saying? So I only end up giving him 12 bars, and he wants me to mail him the remaining 4 bars after I go home. And it's done, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You fucked up. Like, I'm not sitting here trying to mail you shit and go to fucking studios and do whatever. You know what I'm saying? We ended up having a weird falling out. So then he's like hating on me on Instagram, talking shit, and I don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? So he's, you know, saying like, yeah, Math is gonna kill Diz and all this shit. And then he shows up with him, and I see this dude, and I don't like him because we had conflict. When I was at his house, he disrespected me. He did a bunch of weird shit when he got drunk. I even told him in his crib like, yo, don't disrespect me. I don't give a fuck who you are. And I was in his house in Connecticut and had my girl with me, and he was just being hella disrespectful. So when I seen him, so I see his boy, right? His boy's such a bitch ass motherfucker, bro. Like, and keep in mind that when Hollow, I introduced him to Hollow, Hollow was like, yo, that dude corny. He's like, yo, he's like, after 10 minutes, Hollow's like, yo, don't ever bring him around me again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Hollow didn't want to fuck with him after 10 minutes of being around him. So, anyways, long story short, he gets in front of me and I'm like, yo, he's smoking a cigarette in my face, like this close and just smiling. You know what I'm saying? And I see him, I'm like, yo, you're a bitch ass motherfucker. Like, you're a real life pussy. And I'm telling him like in his face, you're a bitch, like real shit, like, and he's just sitting there laughing and being a little mark about it, like just being just a complete bitch, no nuts, like not standing out for himself, nothing, like not standing up for himself at all, you know what I'm saying? So Math comes out and he's like, what's going on, dog? I'm like, yo, come talk to me real quick. At this point, I don't even give a fuck about Math anymore. He's not even the enemy anymore. I'm focused on this guy. I don't even care about Math. Like Math was starting to look cool to me because he started talking to me. He was like, nah, I understand. And he wasn't like, he made a blog saying he was calming me down. He wasn't doing shit but understanding what the fuck I'm telling him. Yo, your homie's a bitch ass motherfucker. You probably don't know him well. Don't ride with this dude. He's a rat. Like da-da-da-da-da, because I know facts about this dude. So I'm telling him. And Math is understanding as fuck. He's like, yo, this is what Math told me. Not everybody's about that life, bro. And that's how and he just walks away and I'm like, damn, Math is a cool motherfucker. Like instead of tripping out being like, you know, that's my homie, blah, 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 and making a big deal about it. You know what I'm saying? He didn't. He understood what I was saying. And it was just, I was going into the battle like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? And then in the battle, you could see we're happy to, like, there's respect there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was actually liking his shit. And I was thinking, damn, this is the hardest he's ever came. You know what I mean? Then in the third round, I got to keep it 100% real, bro, because I don't ever front, bro. His third round, there was parts of the verse that fucked with me. So I was already irritated, right, from the shit. But this is not, I will say this as a real motherfucker to let people know that this is not the reason I punched him. I'm just saying I was slowly becoming irritated through. So this guy already irritated me, his boy, I was on edge or whatever. We go into the battle and people seen it on my face. I was already on edge. So we go into the battle and basically we get to the third round, you know, the shit that he was saying about me being broke and wearing the same shit, that shit was all real. Like, and that's the first time somebody ever in a battle fucks with me because of, I've done over 75 battles and I've never actually been like, damn, that line really pissed me off. Actually, he pissed me off when he said that, but that had nothing to do with it. So this is the part. Once we start going to the end, I had my closer, okay? My third round, here's the craziest part. I didn't have a third round written. I had a closer. I had a finisher for my third round that was like 12 bars or something, but it was like a fucking sick ass closer, and that's all I wanted to end it with. And it's crazy because the final line I say, I was like, something I want you to just know, you like Bill Clinton because you fucked off your whole career with just one blow. That's what I was supposed to say to him, and I ended up doing the same shit or whatever. But anyway, so I had my closer. So now I'm trying to get to my closer. So I'm just spitting bars. I'm doing my classic Dizaster third I'm pulling lines out of the air, you know what I'm saying? I get to the part where I fucking blank and I say, yo, I should punch you in your fucking face. I've said that before to other people. It's like a classic like connector for me, you know what I'm saying? But it just happened that it was Math that I said it to, and we had that prior thing. It made him want to be like, do it. But the thing is, he should have never said anything. It was that, to me, like, it was the fact that he still didn't let go of that image. Like, if he had let go of that image truly, he would have just laughed. He would have laughed at me. You know what I'm saying? If he really let go of that image. But he had to be like, nah, I'm Math. Do it. The first time he said it. So listen, when he said it the first time, I was still trying to remember the connector. The connector is unfold, the story that's untold. So I'm like, the story that's untold, the story will unfold. So I'm trying to remember those words. And he says, do it. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, yo, don't fucking say that because I will. Right when I said that to him, I went back to trying to remember. And then he says, do it again. And I'm like, and then it's just me and Math. Like, it was just, everyone got X'd out of the room. There was nobody. You could probably drop a pin and I would hear it. Like, it was just, and it was just me and him, and it was that same bullshit again.
So what happened after the first punch was thrown?
After the first punch was thrown, I just kept on punching him. Okay, keep in mind, like, and this is how you know I didn't plan none of this shit, because if I planned this shit, I would have been working out for like 2 months straight before the battle, and I would have came there just diesel the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? I went to the gym 3 days before the fucking battle for the first time in like 2 months. I was like, fuck, we're gonna try to lift some weight.
Trying to get my
strength up and all that. So I went, right, and I pushed as much as I usually used to, and I was smaller. So my left was all fucked up. I pulled my shit, right? So I'm in the fight. Bam! The first punch I threw, I'm just, blah, blah, and you can see me, I'm just continuing with the fucking jab, you know what I'm saying? I'm hitting him on his fucking head and his fucking ear, and the dude's head's like a fucking rock, bro. Like it was like hitting a fucking bison in the fucking head. It was like a solid moving fucking. He has a fucking boulder on his fucking head. I'm hitting shit. It's like a fucking bison, bro. It's like hitting a Eddie Murphy. So I'm hitting him, and then, you know, and then the homies jumped in. But you know what I'm saying? I'll leave that part up to them so they could, like, you know what I'm saying, explain exactly.
Yeah. So let's kind of go down the line. You know, explain what your your situation is when it comes to all this.
This dude right here, man, he like family. So when family get in a fight, we move.
Me personally, man. Charlie Clips was right behind me, like the whole battle. Like he was asking me, like, "Do y'all got something planned, man? Y'all ain't gonna do nothing, right?" I'm like, "No, Clips, we ain't gonna do nothing. We watching the battle." That's what I told him. We watching the battle. Clips can vouch for this. Like, he kept asking me. And when the third round came, he asked me again, like, y'all don't got nothing planned, right, man?
That's
like,
crazy.
I said, Clips, no, man, what you mean? Like, I'm right here. I'll be right by Diz if we had something planned. Like, so that's crazy. Right when Clips asked me that, like 30 seconds later, you hit him. So the rumble was popping off. We didn't like jump right in. We didn't jump right in, like, we came back. Like, Mav kept running up on our crew. Like, he running up, like, when the nigga run up, that's protocol for us. Like, he running up on our crew. Diz was, like, behind us, like, at one point. So he running up, so we had to do something. Like, he knocked the homegirl down, man, from the squad. Like, it was just, like, it had to happen. Like,
it's natural.
Yeah, but on a bigger Richter scale, man, for all y'all that don't know, and they just thinking we just reacted. This is history right here alone. Like us and Diz, we go way back. For y'all that don't know, we came to see a battle just like y'all.
yeah.
We ain't had no intentions on nothing. It was just reaction. Yo, people ride, you ride with them.
If you were in New York by yourself, you know, and you felt that type of tension from Math Hoffa, he was in your face saying, do it, do it. Would you have done the same thing by yourself in New York?
First of all, I would never be in New York by myself. Second of all, my people are with me everywhere I go, so the same people would have been there and the same scenario would have happened. We just would have probably got jumped by like 100 people. But yes, the situation Math put me in, he put me in no other position but to fire on him. Like until people understand where I was when he was looking me dead in my eye and telling me to do it, until someone could put themselves in my shoes and be standing in front of Math Hoffa while he's been doing this shit for a while, then staring you in your eye and basically calling you a pussy in his head and trying you for so many times. And after, you know what I'm saying? Like anybody, like if we were in fucking Bolivia, I would have fired on him. It don't matter what fucking country, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter what place, New York, no matter where the fuck it would have been. He would have, same scenario every time. No matter where this shit would have happened, it would have been the same scenario over and over because, again, I ain't gonna be in New York by myself. I'm gonna be with the same cats I'm always with. And it would have happened the same way if he would have put me in that same scenario and said, dude, I guarantee you, if it would have been in New York, see, people are trying to say like, oh, I'm a bitch for not. If it was in New York, Math wouldn't have even said do it. If I would have been like, I should punch you in the face, Math would have fired on me. Straight up. And the reality of the situation is, Math was planning on punching me in this battle. If I got too close to him or tried to press him, he was gonna, that was the whole blog he put out, like, yo, don't try me. I'm the same person everywhere I go. That was the whole point he was doing, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's a long story, man. Like, and I don't want to drag people under the bus, but, you know, he told, like, credible people in the circuit where we're at, like, you know, if things do get crazy, I am going to punch Dizaster during the fucking battle. So he already had that type of energy on his mind, and I picked up on it. Once he did the do it shit, I picked up on it. It was just, that's the energy he's been carrying around. Like, when people start understanding that's what real karma is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. When you create that world for you where you have someone who, quote unquote, would never do something like that, who gives a fuck what I would do and what not? You put me in that position. When you put someone in that position, you can't be mad. I really thought after that shit, Math was going to be like, yeah, that was, you know, fuck, I had that coming. I really thought he was going to, maybe he's mad because, you know, a couple of the homies jumped in or whatever, or he's trying to, I don't know what he's trying to do. Like, he's probably mad because people are calling him a bitch or whatever. He has this bully image and I'm not a bully and I'm not, he's a bully. You know what I'm saying? He's called, his group is NYB. They're the New York Bullies. That's, how are you not a bully? Your squad is called bullies. That's what you do. Don't be mad when somebody fucking does the same shit you do. I would have never punched anybody in the world but Math. Ever.
Let me ask you this. Hypothetically speaking, if you ever were in New York by yourself and that same scenario happened to you where Math, or you punch Math first, or, let's say Math punched you first.
I would have just got jumped, bro. Yes, the same scenario would have happened. It doesn't matter if I'm by myself or not. It doesn't matter because he put me in a position where if I didn't do anything, I was not going to feel right about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a man, he put me in a position to do that. And I know any real motherfucker could understand that. Like, if people have a hard time understanding that, then maybe they got some type of issues they need to, reevaluate. Because, yeah, I respect the sport. I don't do shit like this. He's the one who brought the energy into the game. If it wasn't for Math Hoffa, there would be no punches. The styling on you guy, that fool did it because he probably saw Math punch Doze. Every punch came from after Math.
KOTD, they issued a ban, but they gave you a redemption option where basically you have to pay a fine for the damages done and apologize to Math Hoffa.
No! Side mouth, no!
No, my God. No!
No! But listen, it's not like that. It's not like that, but it's like, bro, first of all, Organic and them, they're all the homies, like, on some, like, homies outside of the battle shit. I don't give a fuck what happens with us between the business shit because at the end of the day, he's gonna be my homie after the shit. We're more friends than we are business partners, me and Organic. So at the end of the day, I'm not gonna apologize to Math or nothing. I definitely am sorry to Organic for fucking up his equipment and all that shit. Yes. I'm not gonna act ignorant and arrogant about it or none of that. You know what I'm saying? That was definitely, our fault. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. But apologize to Math for what? Fuck no. I don't fight. I was hungry, doggy.
You said earlier that the things that he said in the third round were true. You going through depression or having suicidal thoughts, etc.
Oh, no, that wasn't true. No. Hold on. Yeah, let me separate. First of all, I would never say I would kill myself. That's a little bit of he was sprinkling a lot of shit on there, just Math shit. I'm a grown man, bro. You think I'm gonna sit around people and say I'm gonna kill myself? Like, in a house full of fucking cameras and recording? All right, then where's the footage of it then? Why don't they have it on Total Slaughter? The whole house was mic'd up and cammed up 24/7. If I said any of that shit, it would have been on there. Anyways, I was definitely depressed. I was definitely going through that shit. I was broke as fuck, like he was saying, and I was wearing the same shit for like a week. Real shit. Like, and that shit been happening, right? But I'm coming out of that right now. I'm doing good for myself, you know what I'm saying? But at that point, in the beginning of the year, I was not doing good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna front, because there's no reason to. It's over, you know what I'm saying? But that's definitely people are gonna try to twist and say that's why I punched him. I wouldn't be telling y'all that he got to me if that was the reason I punched him, because I would obviously be hiding that. I wouldn't have to tell anybody. I actually commend him on being the first battle rapper ever to get under my skin for a couple bars. Real shit. I commend him on that. He's the first battler to ever do it.
Regarding battle rap, this is just me speaking from what I've heard from fans. Certain people were trying to come up with this, conspiracy theory where it's like you set them up because you were using this as an exit strategy to just retire from battle rap with a bang.
Yo, Math is like one of those lunatics, bro. That like fucking. He's just like one of those fools that just he's the conspiracy theorist. I'm definitely one of those dudes that just is open to all possibilities. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. He's definitely one of those dudes because first of all, nobody set up Math. We already talked about this a bunch of times. The whole thing about him being stabbed or like imagine someone pulling out like a blade on camera or whatever, bro. No, none of the homies run with blades. That's not. Nobody shanks people around here. That's not. Well, I don't know what he's thinking, bro. I don't know what he's thinking, bro.
What do that mean?
Like, yeah, what does setup mean? Like, does he really feel like I had hate for him? I didn't have hate for him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe in the beginning I really wanted to fight him, but like I said, leading up to the battle, after talking to Swave and all that, it was a fucking go. We were good. He brought that. Yeah, he's just trying to listen, man. I know how it is. He probably feels embarrassed, but he shouldn't. It's his ego that's making him feel like that. And he's getting more people are talking to him than they've ever talked to him.
For real.
Ever in his life.
He was
his views, his followers going up. He's not even mad. He's just mad because he don't look like the toughest dude in the world anymore. He wanted to be that guy in battle rap.
Yeah.
And people are now going to try me, but I'm going to let them know right now, I don't give a fuck. I'm not trying to be a tough dude. Knocking me out, fighting me won't prove shit. Because I never wanted to be that dude. I was just the dude that snapped on the guy that was doing that.
On the "it can go there" line, it kind of is interesting that you brought that up right now. A lot of people pointed out that the 100 Bars magazine footage that got released with you guys warning Math, "it can go there," made it look like a setup.
So first of all, that was a promo. It was promo for the battle. Everyone knows it was a funny thing. We was laughing. You know, we had the Humpty Dumpty dude in there. We're laughing it off, telling him, get your bars up, like da-da-da. And the "it kid go there" was a little hint of reality in there because it was a response to his blog. It was a response directly. People better not forget, that wasn't a blog we just put out. It was a response directly to the Flat TV blog that he put out saying, I'll punch you in front of your homies and nobody will do shit about it, laughing. And so we just was like, okay, ha 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 ha, it can go there. Like, first of all, and you know, any real motherfucker knows, if you're trying to set somebody up, why let them know?
Authentic.
Why let them know? I would have uploaded a blog in, you know, just chilling in a, you know, just being a, you know, hey man, it's me, Dizaster, you know, gonna have a nice little battle, you know, please don't hurt me. I would have did some shit like that if I was trying to set him up and completely set him the fuck up and really try to hurt him when I was glad he didn't get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like when I found out that he wasn't really hurt like that, I was like, cool, this ended the most perfect way it possibly can. Because he's an artist at the end of the day. I respect him as a battler because if we started warring with the industry, Math is my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like if anybody from the industry was talking shit to them, like I would always side up with a battler because I've been around these guys for so much. There's a bond we all have. I don't want to see none of them get hurt. And at the end of the day, like I said, man, we just trying to, you know, let people know what it really was. There was no crazy like evil setup. None of that, bro. None of that.
Don't want to hurt Math.
Nobody wants shit
He's
like
not
that.
gonna get attacked when he comes to the West.
Not at all, man. Like, ain't nobody has hate like that. Like, fools ain't tripping like that. It's only his fans and, you know, people that are his homies that are mad that they weren't with him or, you know, if I was there, I would have. Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, man, fools are just want their fucking 2 minutes of fame instead of talking to their homie and being like, you know what, man? You should just take this like a G because you really did this.
Telling the real, man.
Hey, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. When he said do it, yo, dog. Like some of the things that were going through my head, bro, when he said it to me, like, cause it was all split second shit, but like, I remember this, bro. It's like he was like talking to me. He was like, dog, do it. Like it was almost like I'm with it, bro. Do it. Like I felt like he was saying, like, yo, set it off, Diz. Like, let's do it. Like I was seeing that Math. Like, you know, that's how Brooklyn do. Like I was just imagining, like, bro, he was really telling me, fire on me. I'm with it. And I just did it. And then I realized, fuck, I'm actually doing it. I was the last person clearly he thought that would do it.